Welcome, welcome, welcome. On October the 16th, actor Lin-Manuel Miranda going to be joining the iconic Untitled or United Palace Theater. It's titled now for a screening of the original Mary Poppins. You don't want to miss this. And joining us for a preview, we have marketing specialist Kathleen Sumagit-Rivera.
Correct.
Welcome you to the show.
Thank you.
This Palace Theater, everybody's talking about it. A lot of things are on and popping up there. And Mary Poppins is going to be previewing up there. Tell us about it.
Yes. So let me step back and give you a little bit of history so that we can lay the groundwork for why we're screening Mary Poppins and how we're starting this campaign and why we're starting this campaign.
I love it.
So back in 1930, the United Palace, which is Manhattan's fourth largest theater, opened as the 175th Street Theater, the Lowe's 175th Street Theater.
Yeah.
And it was one of the 5 wonder theaters built in the metro area.
1930?
Yeah, 1930. So it opened as a deluxe movie theater. In 1969, Reverend Ike, who was a very famous and well-known prosperity preacher, purchased the building for his congregation. And that was when we stopped screening movies at the Palace. Now, fast forward to 2013 with the support of Xavier Eichrencoder, who is Rev Ike's son and who now runs the Palace and owns the building. And with the support of Lin-Manuel Miranda, we were able to bring movies back to the Palace. So since then, movies were not screened. And then 2 years from 2013 to 2015, we started 2 crowdsourcing campaigns to raise funds for a new screen as well as a used projection system. So with that, we were able to bring movies back to the Palace, and it was always a very special experience. We would have a pre-show. So for example, Lin screened West Side Story with John Landis, and he also screened he screened King Kong with John Landis, and he also screened West Side Story with Rita Moreno. So it's always been an experience. And now he has continued to support the Palace, and he donated $100K so that we can get a new state-of-the-art projector.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right, right. So on October 16th, we're screening Mary Poppins with Lin, and he is also debuting our new projector. And it's going to be a very fun and supercalifragilisticexpialidocious event.
I like it. Mary Poppins, huh? What can people expect with this? I mean, because the theater's been in effect for a long. Are they still doing church there?
Yes, yes. So we still do Sunday services. So the United Palace is it's the United Palace House of Inspiration, which is a center for universal spirituality. It's also the United Palace of Cultural Arts, which is a nonprofit cultural arts center, and then it's a theater that also does concerts. So
and Reverend Son is the pastor?
Yeah. Well, he's the spiritual director, and he runs the United Palace House of Inspiration. Correct.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
But back to your question of what they can expect. So we are screening Mary Poppins because Lin is leaving in a bit to temporarily relocate to London to start filming for Mary Poppins Returns.
Oh,
so that'll be very exciting.
Yeah, look at that. All right, so she's going to bring the new one back? Is that they're going to start screening for Mary Poppins Returns?
So they're going to start filming for it. Mary Poppins Returns. It's a new film that's coming out, right?
So we're going to be the first to get it here.
Emily Blunt. Hopefully, maybe we shall see.
Yeah, she's in charge. So we'll get it first.
Hopefully.
Guess. All right, so that's what do you have coming up after Mary Poppins?
So the Mary Poppins screening on October 16th, Lin is also helping us to launch a new campaign to raise a new audio system. So we are raising an additional $300K, and during the screening of Mary Poppins, Lin will help us launch that campaign, which we have called Reawaken Wonder at a Timeless Movie Palace.
Yeah. So you have the new projection system. Now you're going to do the sound all over again.
Yes. And it was really Lin's donation that sort of inspired us and kicked off this campaign to raise new audio, because our mission is to really give people that classic movie-going experience. And I think the city and people in the city are craving that experience. Back then, when people would go to a movie, it was a very extravagant event. They would get dressed up, and they just wanted to be taken away from what they were doing in their everyday lives. And that's what these deluxe movie theaters were built for. That's why they have all of this ornate architecture, just like the United Palace.
They rebuilt the structure in there also, didn't they? Because I think I was interviewing a young man a couple of years ago. They said they were redoing the inside of it at the time. No?
We're constantly revitalizing the architecture in the United Palace, so constantly repainting, fixing moldings. There's just a lot that needs to be done with such a large theater. It seats 3,400 people, so it's very large. So there's always work that needs to be done. But yeah, these theaters were built so that people could be taken away from their everyday lives.
Thank you so much, Kathleen. Where can we go for more information on this?
You can go to unitedpalacearts.org for more information on the Mary Poppins screening. Tickets are $10 to $100. And if you have $1,000, you can also get the VIP backstage experience, which includes a pre-show reception with Lin, and that includes like a champagne toast with Lin. You also get premium seats to the screening. You get a really cool limited edition T-shirt. There's also for the first 50 donors who pledge $1,000, they also get an invitation to a very special Hamilton-related event.
Whoa! So we want to go. Can we bring a camera? Can we bring a Bronxnet camera? Go backstage and we'll check it out. Give her a big hand, everybody. Kathleen Sumagit-Rivera.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. All right, we got to take a quick break right here, but coming up next, we'll take a look at a unique magazine that will get you hooked. I'll tell you more next.